Welcome to Color Mart. You pick the colors and then we'll start. I'm your titular artist. Yeah, that's me. My co-host Corey, always making us happy. So sit back and watch and have some fun. Comment with a color, I'll use every one. Welcome to Color Mart. You pick the colors and then we'll start. Welcome, oh welcome to Color Mart.
Hello and welcome to Color My Art, the Facebook live show where you pick the colors that I use on a piece that I've created. I'm your host, Tyler Charles, and with me this week, I know it says Corey, but we do have a change up because Corey's on vacation, so everybody give a warm welcome to my co-host. You might know him. Give it up for Scott Ryan.
Hello, how are you doing? How's everybody doing out there?
I was trying to get a clap. There we go.
Okay, I was wondering, I was like, what are we waiting for?
the clap. Yeah, so we got Scott Ryan on here. We are going to be doing kind of a spooky episode. We're going to be talking about some stuff because it is October. It's finally the month of Halloween. So I've got a spooky drawing we're going to do. And I am going to be trying to do a little bit of different coloring style this week too because I watched some videos on it and I'm going to see if it works. But aside from that, thank you for checking out this episode. Let's get right to these colors so that you can pick a color. How about we do that? I need to show it on the screen. Here we go. And let's change.
So you're
this.
looking for some blood reds, some corpse grays, like that kind of thing?
It's funny. Oh, yeah. Well, not at all. Those are not the colors I chose. I guess I can pick some red.
You were saying spooky.
Spooky. But I meant the drawing spooky. My colors are, you can't really see them, but you can pick the color from 1 to 6. It is
okay,
purple, purple, yellow, and green. These are the color spectrums. This is a little darker. This is a little lighter. This is a little lighter. This is a little darker. Same here. So if you pick one of those colors, I'm going to add it, and I'm going to add some variation of that color. That's the new style I'm going to try because I watched a video about if you fade out with the same color, it looks freaking awesome. So trying to do that. And aside from that, I am doing Inktober. If nobody has checked it out, I am doing Inktober. And this is one of the drawings that I did recently. It looks pretty sweet. I like it. This is for Exotic, day 4, I believe. I was just going to kind of show you guys some of the...
That is pretty cool.
Right?
You know what I just learned the other day is, do you know that Venus flytraps, they only exist in one little area in one state. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's Virginia or something like that, but that's it.
Really?
Which I thought was crazy, yeah.
That is pretty crazy, everything matched up so that these things could thrive. I'm into that.
Yeah, in one specific area for some reason, they were like, yeah, we need protein, and we have no other way of getting it.
Well, that works. All right. I'm into that. These are man-eating, though. They're much more aggressive than your average bug-eating ones, I think. They're a lot more what is that creature called? It's Seymour. Feed me. What is the name of the plant? If you want to put that in the comments, go ahead, please, because I need to know. That's going to drive me crazy. So we do have a comment. If you want to put that in the comments, go ahead, please. I need
Love you guys, it says.
Love you guys. Oh, okay.
Kimberly.
Hello. I think that's, yeah, someone you might know.
Not me? Oh, yeah, it is. That's my aunt. Okay, she just got married. I didn't recognize the last name.
Okay, well, nonetheless, Kim, this one's pretty cool, too. I did this the other day. This is Trek. Day 6. It's somebody going on a little hike.
Yeah. I like the difference between, I don't know, like the level of detail in the parts where you drew it, and then just nothing but blank space
On
on
the
the
other
like
side.
bottom left corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
Well,
of a
thank
cool
you.
juxtaposition. Yeah.
And then the other one I was going to show you, because I did like this one, is my boot one, which I'm going to get to. If you would like to put a comment with a color, go ahead. Also, this is, oh shit, boots. This one turned out pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome. It's like a makeshift pot for a plant, but it's
Yeah.
guy's old disgusting boot. Really cool.
Yeah, it's got the same amount of rot you need for growth, you know?
Have
It's
you
like
now?
a-
Did you just come up with that, or have you ever seen that somewhere? Because I feel like that would be like some kind of cool hipster like decoration. I could totally
I
imagine.
definitely have seen images that are similar to this with like boots and flowers or like foliage and stuff. Because like you
Yeah.
use a reference photo when you're doing this kind of stuff, so
Yeah,
you
that
definitely
makes sense.
definitely do. I'm debating. I kind of want to color this piece, but
I
I
mean,
do have
you
a
were-
piece here that I was thinking about coloring, but I do kind of like this piece.
What is
I
the
think
one
I'm
you're
gonna do
thinking
it.
about coloring? Okay, all right. There you go.
I'll
Just
show
as you
you.
made.
I'll show you. This is the piece I was thinking about coloring.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Or this.
Yeah. I mean, they're both cool. I do think yeah, I'm kind of on board
I think
with you
I'm-
doing
I
the
think I'm-
Piranha Plant one. That one's the coolest. Yeah.
I do agree with you, but the only thing I'm going to say is this is my original. This is a print. I'm going to do the print
Ah, good point. Good point.
because I don't want to color that for this.
That one's got a real like Nightmare Before Christmas kind of vibe to it.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to check the comments. We got, hey, Gwen, hello. Thank you for checking out the show. And if you put a comment with a color, just pick a number. Put it in the comments. That helps us. See if we got any on YouTube. Going over there right now. Ooh, we do got a couple of people on YouTube. Hello, 96 Fairy. How's it going? Thank you for checking out the show. They say hello and hi. Hi to you back. And then T-Fax commented with purple. So we got one. We got number 2.
All right.
So we got one color. So number 2 is not on the table. And while we wait, as I do, I like to play a little bit of music now and again. And I'm gonna play a little song for you. I also, before I get into this, give your thoughts and prayers to Corey. He's in Tampa, Florida right now, trying to get the hell out. So definitely, think about him on some kind of daily basis and help him try to get out with your thoughts and prayers. Maybe send him a little money. Maybe buy some of my art so I can send him a little money. Go right ahead and do that. It would help. But nonetheless, think about him, because I feel bad that he has to deal with that. Bunch of traffic. There's a huge hurricane coming through there, and he has to leave because they're evacuating. So.
Yeah, that is no fun.
Are you holding your camera?
I am.
Okay. Why don't you have like something to set it on?
Oh, I just did not think of it. You asked me if I wanted to do this, and I was like, yeah, I got my phone right here. Let's do it.
Okay, fair enough. So we did get one color, but we need some more. And you need to give it out for us. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Oh God, I know I'm one she was a tailor. She sewed my old blue jeans, and father he was a gambling man. Way down in New Orleans. There is a house in New Orleans, and they call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Ooh. Oh God, I know I'm one. Any comments? We do have 3. All right. And hello. Back to reality. Back to life. I wish I knew that song. I don't know many songs. I do know a crossroad ballad.
A crossroad ballad.
Like-
what is that?
Like you're going on a crossroads meeting the devil kind of thing. Gotta make a decision.
Okay.
Is that a thing you recognize?
I mean, like-
as
I'm not familiar with a crossroads ballad. A crossroads song, like The Devil Went Down to Georgia or something like that.
And I was walking down the street. I knew just what I need, and I knew what it would cost to ask it. But I guess I just didn't give a shit. So I went downtown to the 4 roads that intersect together, and I lit the candles, had the salt, and I asked for better weather in my life. Oh, in my life. And before I knew it, he started coming toward me. Before I knew, he was towering over me, and he said, "Boy, what you wanted? What you call my name? And what you thinking? It's insane." But that's a crossroad ballad, is what I meant.
All right, check that one off the bucket list.
Yeah. Bucket list. It's every week. Welcome back to Color My Art for another episode of Summoning the Devil. Good times. Do we got any more colors? We got 3. So we got 2 purples. We need 1 more color to start this piece. What? I'm just gonna play this in the background while we wait just a little bit more, because I typically wait for about 15 minutes, but I'll wait a little bit more because I need that color. YouTube. We got a notification. Yes. Okay. We got our last color, 4. Thank you, Judy X on YouTube. Appreciate it. Honestly, I didn't mention at the beginning, but thank you to all 5,600 new subscribers to our page over the last 60 days. It's been insane. We're almost at 5,700. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, comments on my videos. I have a lot of return people, and thank you so much for watching this and checking out my shorts and my tutorials. And I got more videos coming out, like I keep saying. I'm hard at work putting that stuff into place. So thank you so much for checking out the show in general. But man, it's crazy that we have that many. We have 5,680. What is it? 5,680.
That's
people.
awesome, man. That's awesome. You deserve it. I mean, like you've been working at this for a while. You've been, really honing your craft.
Trying. Oh, I'm trying. But it's been going good, and we just need those people to pop on here. If you want me to change the show, if you have any suggestions, keep them to yourself, because this is my art, and I don't want you to put your grubby little fingers in my stuff. That's what I say to you. Keep your opinions to yourself. That is one thing about YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's fine. But also, like, if you don't do art, shh, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I didn't ask for critique.
You kind of had me at the beginning. I was like, is he handing this over to just like every like Yahoo's got an idea? Like,
no. This is thoroughly under my thumb, and it is no way, shape, or form yours to dictate. I have fun during this, and that's what it's about. All right? This whole thing. So stop giving me your comments. I should do I have enough now annoying messages that I could shame those people. The thing is, I don't want to. I don't want to start this thing out from a vibe of like, screw you. I want to be like, community, thank you for commenting, even if you're annoying. But I do have a fair amount of people that just the backhanded like little snide comment, like I'm gonna comment, like I'm not gonna say who these people are, but like someone commenting, you're really getting good, or yeah. I mean, this one backhanded? Is it? Yes. How is it? I don't know. You're really getting good.
You could read it that way. You could 100% read it that way, but it could also
just say thank you.
Yeah. No, I get it. I could totally. No, I'm questioning myself, because I could totally see myself saying to somebody, "Oh, you're getting good," mean it as a total compliment.
Yeah, I feel like there's something else there if you're telling me I'm really getting good. Like, was it not before? Maybe that's me looking into it, but there's other ones that are straight up just like, you should do it this way. You should do these things. You should. You know what's really
the difference? The difference is the word "really." Because if you say you're getting good, that sounds very like condescending. If you say you're really getting good, then it's a compliment.
Yeah. Because you're getting good is like, oh man, like you were bad.
You're doing it,
now
buddy.
You're bad.
Yeah, you're gonna be there one day, buddy. You're really getting good is like, man, you're really getting good. Like, it's a totally different vibe.
You're like, holy crap. Like, dude, like that's next level. Yeah, you gotta add a really if you say you're getting good, because it does feel like annoying and frustrating. And not even that. Those aren't the ones that frustrate me. It's the ones that like people will straight up be like, you should do your videos like this. And then I go to their page, and they're like that nobody like they're not doing art, they're not anything, they don't have anyone subscribing to their stuff, they're not working on their own stuff. So it's like hard for me to respect it when you're trying to tell me what to do. When I'm like, you should do more video. Like, yeah, I'm doing this stuff. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, you're kind of like, well, you got all these ideas, like put them into practice. Start your own thing.
Yeah, you do it. The amount of times people and their just suggestions of like, You should do, like, you're saying that because I have a skill. Go ahead and get that skill. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of time every day. Put a little effort into it, and you'll be fine. But don't tell me to do it. Like, just you do it. You do it. I hope this is a good PSA for everyone out there. This is how I get canceled. They're like, he tells me not to tell him what to do, and I don't like that.
No, if there's anything I can tell you, if there's anything I know from spending a lot of time online over the last 10 years, is that this whole conversation will not make anybody hesitate from leaving their comments still.
Yeah. Oh, no. If anything, it'll lead into it. Like, you just don't understand. Like, there was one where somebody commented, and it was when it first started picking up, and I commented back, which is how you fail. I failed at that interaction because I talked, and they came at me with a well, actually, and I'm like, like, I'm not gonna respond to this anymore. This is absurd, and I don't need to be interacting with this type of person. They just want to argue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Anyway. No, I know, and then you give into it, and then all of a sudden it's like 5 hours later, and there's just a string of comments, nothing's changed, and your whole day is gone.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, I'm going to start out with this piece, and Alexa, play copyright-free music.
Here's copyright-free lo-fi, my sad music, on Amazon Music.
There we go. And I'm going to start this piece, and then we are going to get into some spooky stories, and also Scott, my co-host, does work in one of the craziest... Is it a morgue?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say, I guess, I'm not going to say where you work, but, like, at the place, but, like, yes, he works at the morgue. Alexa, volume 5. Good Lord. It's still Alexa, volume 2. Jeez. There we go.
I like to say I work at the medical examiner's office because it sounds a little bit more professional and a little less like I'm a groundskeeper at some sort of graveyard.
Yeah, definitely it sets that image.
I work at the medical examiner's office sounds like I'm solving crimes. I work at the morgue sounds like I'm like paying people who want to see or like taking money to let people see the bodies.
Yeah. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. It does make me think of that. But so you work in the morgue.
Some would say the medical examiner's office. Yeah, either one is technically correct.
You wear a big trench coat and you try to terrify small children. That's mainly your goal throughout the day, right?
I'm the child terrifier at the morgue. That's my my official title.
The child terrifier. They got one of those on staff? I mean, I guess it seems like you'd be qualified for that. You got a body.
Look, some people think it's a waste of money. You know, it's taxpayer money. It's city money. So we're just going hog wild here.
Yeah, you just spend it how you can, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. We gotta have a guy that scares kids. It's taxpayers' money. So let's just flush it. Yeah, that's what most of our taxpayers' money is going to. It's not like drones. That is a small misconception.
That's another way to terrify children.
Yeah, well, they're all
going to various ways to terrify.
I'm gonna say wrong. You give a drone to a kid, no terror is happening. Just pure joy.
That's true. It really depends who's operating the thing. That is a very true point.
Yeah, if it's a guy after them with the drone, then yes, I guess you could say that that's an insane situation.
What do you think our government does with drones exactly?
Chase children? Well, yeah, I guess that is true. That is fair. I was thinking more like, I guess American kids.
Yeah.
But I guess
you're doing a fireworks show or something. Yeah.
But even nowadays, you know, they're getting chased by drones here too. So.
No, the way I look at it is I, as the the child terrifier at the morgue, I terrify them domestically, and then the drones terrify them internationally.
Internationally.
We're all doing our part.
Dude, I did my part. I scared kids on a daily basis.
I'm doing my part.
What is that movie?
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. I was literally talking about this the other day and I couldn't remember what it was.
One of the all-time great endings to a movie, honestly. Like,
I did my part. Yeah, no, that movie's awesome. You made me watch that movie.
I did.
Yeah, you did. I kind of been I think I told you about this. I've been wanting to watch, what is it called? Twin Peaks. But it's kind of terrifying to live alone and watch that show.
Rewatch Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
No,
right?
You know what's funny about that is I have actually been doing a rewatch of Twin Peaks while I'm at the morgue in the middle of the night.
What the fuck are you... Why?
I'm weird with what I find creepy, I guess. I don't find that show creepy.
It is,
like,
though.
Okay, and I know I've told you this before, but, like... sorry, my dogs are being maniacs. I couldn't watch, like, Forensic Files or some dumb thing like that at the morgue. It would freak me out. Like, for some reason like that, like, the music and, like, the guy's voice being like, you know, Sheila thought that she was okay. Like, you know, whatever.
But
like,
she
for some
wasn't.
reason... Yeah, that freaks me out. Twin Peaks, nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
Horror films in general, like, pretty much nothing, yeah.
I would say that's wild. I think you need to go see.
I can't listen. You know what's a weird one? I can't listen to the podcast Hardcore History, like, working at the morgue, because that guy Dan Carlin is the guy who does that podcast. His voice is too intense.
Really?
Yeah, it freaks me out
out
for some reason. Like, it hits some hits some frequency.
That's
that
weird.
I find uncomfortable. Yeah.
I guess
Twin Peaks, though, no problem.
makes no sense. Makes no sense. Twin Peaks is terrifying.
So
Like,
you haven't started rewatching it at all?
I did. I watched a little bit, like 2 episodes of it.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
honestly
that was
the
what
thing
made
that
you be like.
The thing that freaked
No,
me out about it was it's always that scene where they show up the stairs. That freaks me out.
Yeah, and I hadn't thought about it prior, but I will say when you get to those season 2 episodes where they reveal the killer,
Yup.
it's stuff. I mean, that is some genuinely very well done, very dark, spooky stuff. So that might get me a little bit.
It definitely terrified me. Definitely got me. For real. And I like that show so much. Like, it's just so, like, it's weird that it's terrifying and cozy all at the same time. Like, it gives you this weird comfort and then also, like, unease.
Well, it's because Dale Cooper is the most comforting detective, like, in the history of TV. I
love him so much. Dale Cooper is the best. I've been watching How I Met Your Mother again. I just, like, finished it. I was just, like, had nothing else to watch. And nostalgia. I don't need to justify it. Whatever.
There is no justification.
I would say rewatching that show has blown my mind. They all are awful people. And I never, like, when I was younger, I truly, like, I understood it with other shows. But with How I Met Your Mother, I was like, no, they kind of love each other. And they have, like, they a love for each other. And I think that is true for the first, like, 4 seasons of the show. And it has 9 seasons. So for 5 of them, they are just so damn mean to Ted. And, like, I just feel like they're whole shaming him for being single. And, like, you'll find a girl. Like, why is that your end? Like, why is this narrative that, like, I know the show's called How I Met Your Mother, but it doesn't need to be like, yes, that's the dream. Like, calm the hell down with this stuff. And it's also, like, a very clear mirror to myself of just like, yeah, you're 35 and you're not married. What's wrong with you?
Oh, the idea of you like by yourself at like 10 o'clock at night watching How I Met Your Mother and being like, hey, fuck you. Just a second, my dogs.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah. That is exactly what happens.
They're like anybody else would watch it. They're like, they're not even mean to Ted.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell is their problem?
Yeah,
Ted can be alone. There's nothing wrong
yeah,
with being
there's
alone.
nothing wrong with Ted being alone. Like, why you got harsh on his vibe, dude? Like, on all of them, they do the same thing to Barney. And I'm like, Barney's a fucking monster. And
Well, yeah,
honestly,
Barney, they should be like, you should stop raping people.
he's not raping people, to be fair. He's convincing.
No.
He convinces them. They're like, it's partly on them. They believed his crazy stories. But he is a sociopath in other ways, where he's insanely manipulative. Like, the way he asked Robin to marry him is one of the crazy, like, she should not have said yes. Like, that she said yes, I think less of her. I'm like, you
now,
don't...
it is a hard thing to...
What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's a hard thing to prove in a court of law, but technically, legally, you can be charged with sexual assault for getting a woman to sleep with you under false pretenses.
Is that a thing? I mean, I'm not even
Yes.
like... okay.
Yeah, that is absolutely a thing.
That seems kind of wild. You can't lie. Not that I'm saying I
Like,
do
that's
that.
the
Like,
thing.
definitely don't.
Yeah.
But like, it just seems crazy
Yeah.
that like lying is off the table. With like,
I mean, I think
human interaction.
99% of the time, like, it's going to be a situation where it never becomes a legal issue or something. But if it's like, oh, yeah, you know, like, yeah, I'm, what did
Hold
you
on
say?
just a sec. Hold on just a sec. I'm not trying to interrupt. Hey, in the middle of the show, what's up, Corey? Saying hello from traffic?
No, leaving later. Leaving at 2.
Oh, you're leaving at 2 a.m.?
Yep.
Like, if anybody wants to say hi, Corey.
Hello, Corey.
I forgot what time it was.
Yeah. Just doing a live show. So Corey wasn't here, but he did pop in. So, yeah. I'm going to let you go, though, because I got to finish this up. I will talk to you later.
Alright,
Peace.
peace.
Sorry to
You know,
interrupt
there-
you.
No, just there have been people, like, who have claimed to be a college admissions counselor and said that if you sleep with me, I'll get your kid into college, and they weren't. It's a crime.
I mean, he's doing that. Yeah, he's doing that.
No, definitely.
That's
The further we
yes.
progress in time, the more clear it is that Barney is actually a rapist.
Yeah. And just what he did with Robin was like unforgivable. Not a cute thing about it. Like,
What did he do?
He wants to date her. They have a complicated history, whatever. He's like, okay, I want to marry this chick. What do I have to do? I'm going to, like, tell her how I feel, then systematically make her go crazy because I know her well enough to manipulate her to want me in a sexual way. So I do that for weeks, then date her, her least favorite person at work he asked her to, like, help him. But they pretend to date. They know that Robin's gonna break into his house, so he allows that to happen, pretends to have a big fight with his new girlfriend, and then says he's gonna propose to her on the top of the building that's Robin's, like, favorite spot in the city. Right? And then
Yeah.
come to find out, he did all that just to drive her crazy, and then asked her to marry him, and writes it all systematically down in a thing called the Playbook, which is like his book of, like, sin. Like, honestly, like, and the last page. What?
Oh no, I was gonna say his satanic grimoire. Like,
Yes, it's so fucked up. And then she like, it says all the things I just said. Says it.
Yeah.
To him when is crying, and then he gets down on one knee, and she says yes, and I'm like, no, no, you just did something horrific. We're no longer friends. I'm moving. You guys are bad people. Why would you allow Barney to do that?
Imagine being in that writer's room, being like, okay, so we're going to have Barney make her benevolently go insane.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a good thing. Like, you're driving her to hysterics because that's what love is. And it's like, no, that's not what love is. That's dark.
Yeah.
That's very, very dark what you're doing there. And it irked me in the wrong
That should be why you're
way.
scared watching at night.
No, but nonetheless, there's a character in there that is named the Captain, who is the guy who plays Cooper. Agent Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah, which I do like. And the only thing I would say, rewatching it, I don't. It's been so long since I laugh out loud at shows, just because things aren't that funny. But I was laughing pretty hard at some of the stuff they had, so I do like that show for that very reason.
Yeah, you were always a fan. And it's always nice, too, to watch something when you know that you hated the ending, so you're, prepared for it.
Yeah, the ending...
And you can be like, okay, let me just enjoy the journey. Yeah.
It wasn't as hard to watch it, the end, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of wondering how I would feel about that.
Yeah, no, it always goes better the second time because you were prepared now where you're like, oh yeah, this is one of the all-time worst endings of anything ever.
Angry.
So
I mean, even watching it, critiquing, what?
The one exception to that is Game of Thrones. I do not believe you could rewatch Game of Thrones knowing the ending was bad and it would make it better the second time around. Yeah. That was such a fucking bad ending that you can't, even knowing it's bad, it's just gonna ruin the earlier stuff.
I know, and I have people tell me that I'm rewatching it, and I'm like, I can't, man. I have a tattoo from Game of Thrones. I love the show. Mm-hmm. I love the books. I was so into it. Completely loved it. But it ruined it. It turned this thing into a Marvel movie in the last 2 seasons. And it's disgusting. And it was one of the best forms of literature and something to watch that I've ever seen until it got to that point. And then I got to that point and it sucked. And it has a stain. It has a bad taste in my mouth when I watch it.
And they recently let those guys make a new show on Netflix. And I'm just mad. I feel like everybody on Earth should get a shot at making a TV show. And once everybody else on Earth gets a shot at making a TV show, then those guys get a shot at making a TV show again.
Yes.
But until then...
what show
they waited
are they coming out with?
They
should give everyone one chance. One chance.
Yeah. Before those guys again.
Yeah.
Those guys need to be at the back of the queue. 7 billion people. What was it called? The something problem or it's got Samwell is the main guy in it. The guy who plays Samwell.
They're still trying to tote him out like one of their little, I don't know, mascots. I'm just a goofy, chubby guy, and I'm smart. I'm cowardly, smart. But I got heart. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah. And then I got really mad at what's her name, for Daenerys, for no reason. She had to burn my family. It's just how things work. This is war.
Did this happen?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I think I just blacked out the last few seasons of that show.
She burns his brother and his dad. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah. No, that you didn't spoil anything. Like, there's none of it's canon.
That's true. That is true. And we'll never get canon. That'll
No.
never happen. Canon doesn't exist in that godforsaken. I would love.
You know what? I really do feel like, I was somebody too who I really wanted him to do to finish the series, and I was like, oh damn you, George R.R. Martin. But I've also really thought about, like, imagine you've been writing this book series for like 20 years, and then like you just don't have it in you anymore. You don't care, and the whole world's like waiting on your last several books. Like I kind of feel like that's the situation he's in. Like,
then
the man
then know what you do. You hand it over to the people that are involved with it, and go, here, I'll give you notes on it, but I can't do the bulk work of it. This is what I want to do with it.
Yeah, that's his
what you
problem,
do.
though, is he's too much of a control freak for that. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but he's been, like, getting in fights with people on, like, Twitter over, like, House of the Dragon decisions and stuff.
No.
Like, being like, I don't agree with that HBO did this, and, like,
Yeah, I mean,
making
I
public
don't agree
posts
with any
about
of it. I think that show's pretty whack.
Is it? I haven't
Not
seen
gonna
it.
I watched 2 episodes and was not into it. I was not into it because it was just like they're like, remember when we had dragons, and ooh, here's another Targaryen, here's a black Targaryen, here's a white Targaryen, here's a Middle Eastern Targaryen. Like, and all of it, just look at the dragons. And I'm like, the show was cool because it had a good story. That's why. Like, the dragons and stuff were cool, but they were not the reason I watched the show.
No, in fact,
political
I think
intrigue.
one thing those books actually did very masterfully was very, very, like, they released the magic in, like, drips and drabs. Like, that, like, whole basically first book has no magic in it, I don't think, outside of, like, what, direwolves existing? Like, and the dragon being born at the very end? Like,
The very end, yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah. It's pretty much, you're right. So, yep.
yeah.
That's what I gotta say about that.
I still feel like I have kind of kept an eye on it, and it seems like some people like it, and I feel like, knowing you, one day you're gonna give in and give it another shot, and then just end up watching the whole thing in like a week and a half.
That is something I do. that is a trend in my life. So maybe it could be. It's hard for me to. The problem is that show. The reason I loved it so much is the mystery. Like, that was one of the biggest things, and they took all that away. So, and I don't want to just watch people like banging and getting tortured. Like, that doesn't sound fun. That's what I see now. Because it's like, I know where this plot line goes. I don't care. Like, who cares? This is all dumb. You did it dumb. It was rushed. It didn't make sense. The guy with the best story is the cripple, like, that barely did anything throughout the whole books, except it can go in a crow. Cool, bro.
Yeah.
And I get you, and even you can even do that, but you have to at least follow that line up with, hey, it's because he can see all of our stories, because he is us all, and that is how his powers work, or something of that effect. You cannot just insinuate it by saying he has the best story.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, that was an extra frustrating ending, specifically because I could imagine it working in the books. I could imagine a world where it works. I do believe that is how he wanted to end these series.
No, I agree.
But so it takes the real ending, the ending that you go, oh wow, that was a really brilliant idea for how to end it, and then it makes you hate the ending.
Yep.
Because it's so poorly executed.
Yes, exactly. Where I was like, I can see how this would have been awesome. Where the end would have been, oh, Bran is the earth and the world itself, and you should listen to what that has to say. And like is all of us and knows all of experience and all of history. And it's like, yeah, that's the thing I want to lead us. Yes. But the way they explained it, it's just Bran. Bran! Just regular old Bran who can see stuff. Who can go on a bird. Yeah. And I'm like, you're not showing all of the little things that make this great. That I know is there, because I can, in my own head, because I've read the series, I can go, oh my god, that's what it is. But watching it the way they did it is like, oh my god, they just butchered it.
Yeah. No, that is the uniqueness of that ending that I think maybe no other TV show has ever pulled off. That, like, it's especially remarkably uniquely bad because they have all of these things, like Daenerys turning evil too is another one.
Would have been awesome.
Like, these things that would have been awesome. Like, so it's not even a bad ending. It's a good ending made bad to the point where like these ideas become terrible and they're ruined.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like you craft on it so hard that even when he makes the book, people will go, "Oh yeah," instead of "Oh my god." Yeah. Like the reaction of people with the red wedding throwing it across the, like, that would have happened with Dany. That would have happened
exactly.
with Bran being the king and
guy
stuff.
Who ends up on the throne at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I hate it. So yeah, it's just they took away all of the good stuff and made it crappy, and I'll never watch it again. I don't know. I don't think I will.
The Three Body Problem, that's what their new show's called. It just came to me.
Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix.
I'm not going to check
Probably
it out.
Don't watch it, no.
I'm not going to. There's no freaking way. Okay. So, I think we got... I'm going to do one fun little thing that I forgot to show that I've been doing. We have our huge fan that... two fans of ours that love the show and sent in some videos that we love to show on the show every single time we can, as much as possible. We'd like to give it up for them. Thank you for sending in your videos for us to show on this episode and all episodes. Before this, thank you. Give it up. And here we go.
Yo, I just ran across this podcast called Color My Art, where the audience gets to use colors and they put them on a piece of their art. Know what I'm talking about? It's dope shit, know what I'm saying? Shout out to Corey, shout out to Tyler, know what I'm talking about? If y'all ain't tuning in, y'all missing out, man. Turn up.
Turn up! Turn out! Tune out! Yeah. You heard him. Definitely check out the show. He's one of our biggest fans.
Nice.
All the time. We got another one for you here.
I'm a super huge fan of Color My Art. Oh my god. I love them so much. Check out Color My Art with Tyler and Corey every Monday on YouTube Live. And check out all of Tyler's amazing art. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, yes. They are the bee's knees.
That was totally a real person that sent that
100%, yeah.
That's no question.
In a real house for sure.
It didn't look fake at all. It looked like she totally had everything going on in her life. It looks pretty cool. She should definitely check out. She has bought a couple of my pieces, so, thank you. And you should also buy some of my art. Like that totally real person that blessed us today.
The two totally real people, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one is definitely real. The other one is real. Sorta. The other one's definitely real.
I'm questioning the reality of the first one at this point. I'm questioning.
Yo, I just ran across this podcast called Color My Art, where the audience gets...
I think he's real. I think he's real.
Okay, he is real. I will say that was not convincing to me at all, because every time you do that, for some reason, my sound goes completely out. So I just get no, not at all. So I just get a quick visual again of this guy. and then
You
you're
don't
back.
hear him going, yo, check out this dope shit.
No,
Dang it.
no, that would
It's so good. That
I
video
love it, like,
so
I don't
good.
hear a word, and you're like, you don't hear him going, yo? Like, no, I hear nothing.
Yo, this is dope shit. This is what he says. It's awesome.
Nice. It is awesome.
Anyway, thank you for checking out Color My Art. This is our finished piece. I really do like it. What do you think, Scott?
I think it is pretty cool. I think, so what, you used orange and purple, and then, because this is tiny on my screen, I can't see it very well. Is it green is the other one?
No, it's just orange
Gray?
and purple, but different textures of purple.
Different textures and different shades.
Or not
Yeah,
textures,
no, the way you blended them
shades.
together is really pretty cool.
It did come to... Yeah, I like this style. That thing that I looked up suggested I add a couple different colors, and it does look pretty sweet.
That pumpkin's got a real gnarly looking face. I like that. The little worm coming out of the top of him.
Oh, yeah. Yep. If anybody wants to see that little guy. I wish this thing would focus, but... Anyway... thank you for checking out Color My Art. We do this show every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is almost 2.5 years, right? Two? Is it 1 year?
Yeah,
a year and a half
for a minute, at least. Yeah, probably around 2 years. Yeah.
I don't know if it's 2 years. I don't think it is. Is it? When we... I think we just did our 1 year. Well, no, I think we just did our 1 year.
What?
This past, May. Yes. So... I think actually it is a year and a half. Is it May, June, July, August, September, October? Yeah, it's been a year and a half. So a year. This is the first show too of October. So year and a half we've been doing this show. So thank you for checking it out. Really appreciate it. And we couldn't do this show without you. Maybe it's more. Maybe it is 2 years, man. It's 2.5 years.
That sounds more right to me.
When did we come back from our trip?
Though.
2 years ago?
Came back from our trip in
2022.
Like May of 2022.
Yes, and that's when I started.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
2 years. 2.5 years, baby! Woo! That's actually pretty crazy.
Nice.
Holy crap. I forgot. Time goes whoop. Anyway, check out Stargazing Productions. Before I do all this, I don't want to have to get into all this stuff. I have another video that will explain everything about my channel. So, here we go. Welcome to Stargazing Productions, where you can find all of my art and all of my content. Everything you're about to see is available for purchase. Everything you see here, and so much more you haven't seen yet. All of my prints are available for $20 plus shipping, and my originals range from $80 to $250 depending on the size. I have a ton of content on YouTube as well. Check out my 20-minute paintings and our weekly show, Color My Art, which is a live show where you get to pick the colors on a piece I've created. Be a part of the art. We go live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also do murals and intricate detail work. If you like big pieces, I got them. If you like small pieces, I got them. A whole range of things you can get yourself or your family. So enjoy my fantastical style and get a piece of your own today in your home. Check out Stargazing Shop on Etsy, where you can find all of my stuff, or Stargazing Productions on Facebook. Yeah, get it! Yeah, get it! Okay, you didn't even hear it, did you?
No, not a word of it.
I don't understand. So you're like, why are you saying, yeah, get it? At the end, I go, yeah, get it! Anyway.
Oh,
but you could read it.
You
could read
just
it,
very
right?
excited by video. No. No, also the subtitles do not pop up. Yeah.
They don't. What do you mean the subtitles? They're on the screen.
You know what? Maybe I just didn't. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I was looking at my tablet, and they did. You were right. The words did pop up. Yes, you are right.
We're getting off track. Thank you so much for checking out this show. Thank you to Scott. We did not do any spooky stuff, but that is typically how conversations between Scott and I go. We just went down a bunch of different rabbit holes, which I'm totally cool with. because I definitely enjoyed it myself. How did you feel about it, Scott? You have fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
All right.
Yeah. You got a good thing going on.
All right. Well, thank you for co-hosting while Corey is in Tampa. Hopefully, he's gonna be alive here. You know, he's in a bad spot, man. He's got to get out of there. So, send him some love. At least be like, hey, thinking about you on his page, or if you're thinking about it. And then check out all the stuff I just showed you. I'm always trying to sell my stuff and hawk my crap. But if you would like to check out my YouTube channel, which I have tutorials, as well as this weekly show, and I've been doing art reveal videos every single day, as well as I'm doing Inktober. So every single day I'm posting on Facebook, and I've been doing a video on YouTube on my shorts revealing my Inktober each day of the week. So definitely check all of that stuff out. Subscribe, like, do all the things. And thank you for watching the show this evening. And thank you, Scott, for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay.